Today, we're diving deep into one of the most highly anticipated camera releases that could shake up the entire mirrorless APS-C market, the rumored Canon EOS R7 Mark II. In this video, we'll explore everything we know so far, from upgraded specs and new hardware features to potential drawbacks, and discuss whether it's worth waiting for or if you should invest in the current R7 now. Get ready, because the R7 II is shaping up to be a game-changing monster in the world of digital photography and videography. Canon R7 Mark II rumors. Major sensor upgrade. Let's kick things off with what's possibly the most exciting rumor, a new 40-megapixel sensor. Compared to the existing 32.5 MP sensor in the current R7, this is a serious leap in resolution. That increase means sharper images, more detail in every frame, and greater flexibility for cropping in post without sacrificing quality, a dream for wildlife photographers, landscape shooters, and high-resolution content creators. More megapixels open the door to AI-enhanced image processing, high-end photo editing, and larger print capabilities, making the R7 II an appealing upgrade for both professionals and enthusiasts. Dual camera variants? Photo and video-centric models. According to some sources, Canon might release two variants of the R7 II. One version will likely focus on hybrid shooting, while the second variant could be optimized specifically for video content creators. Think of it like an R7 II and an R7V. If Canon goes this route, it would be a smart move to cater to different creative professionals, photographers, filmmakers, vloggers, and even YouTubers like us here at Techno Trend Zone. The video-centric model might prioritize higher frame rates, improved dynamic range, and better heat management, possibly even featuring internal 10-bit 4K video, Canon log profiles, and advanced autofocus tracking. Full electronic shutter. Goodbye mechanical. One of the boldest rumored features is that the Canon R7 Mark II might completely ditch the mechanical shutter in favor of a fully electronic shutter system. This change would allow for silent shooting, faster burst rates, and reduced wear and tear, all major wins for modern photography. But here's the concern: rolling shutter. The current R7 and even the R6 Mark II struggle with rolling shutter artifacts, which can severely distort fast-moving subjects. In sports or wildlife photography, that can be a deal-breaker. If Canon fails to significantly reduce rolling shutter effects, this could hinder the camera's appeal to action shooters. For example, in sports like hurling, rugby, or baseball, fast swings of a bat or quick lateral movement can distort shapes, turning straight lines into bent curves and circular balls into ovals. This type of distortion is one reason many photographers still prefer mechanical shutters for high-speed photography. If Canon can improve sensor readout speed and apply advanced computational correction, the removal of the mechanical shutter could actually be a breakthrough moment. But until we see real-world tests, this remains a point of cautious optimism. Storage upgrades. SD or CF Express. With the jump to a 40 MP sensor, the file sizes are bound to be larger, and if burst speeds increase, we could be dealing with significant data throughput demands. This brings us to the question: will Canon include CF Express Type B card support in the R7 II? The original R7 featured dual SD UHS-2 slots, which are solid but not quite fast enough to handle sustained high-speed shooting with larger files. For the R7 II to truly deliver on its rumored speed and resolution, at least one CF Express slot would be welcome and perhaps necessary upgrade. It's all about buffer clearing speed. If the camera hits the buffer too quickly, especially in burst mode, you might miss critical shots. Including CF Express would solve that and offer future-proofing for those who shoot high-res RAW files or 4K per 6K video at higher bitrates. Ergonomics and battery grip. A must-have, one of the most requested features that Canon did not include in the original R7 was support for a battery grip. For many of us in the photography world, especially those shooting for long durations or using larger telephoto lenses, a battery grip is more than just a convenience, it's an essential. Aside from doubling battery life, a vertical grip enhances ergonomics, weight distribution, and provides more stable handheld operation, especially in portrait orientation. Why Canon decided to exclude it in the first R7 is still a mystery, but speculation suggests they didn't want the R7 to cannibalize sales of higher-end models. But times have changed. If Canon wants the R7 II to seriously compete with Fuji's X-H2 or Sony's A6700, it must step up its game, and a compatible battery grip would be a solid start. Autofocus upgrades. What we're expecting: Canon's dual-pixel AF is already industry-leading. But with the increased processing power expected in the R7 II, we might see enhancements such as improved subject tracking, smarter AI-driven focus detection, faster AF in low-light real-time IAF for video and stills content creators and vloggers. We'll especially appreciate stickier focus and better object recognition, helping to maintain professional quality even during dynamic movement. In-body image stabilization. enhanced or the same? The original R7 features 5-axis IBIS, which was already impressive. But with newer camera models on the market offering up to 8 stops of stabilization, the R7 II could be looking at an improved stabilization system, particularly useful for handheld video shooting, low-light photography, and telephoto work. Combine that with Canon's RF lenses featuring optical stabilization, and you're looking at an extremely stable shooting platform, even without a gimbal. Price prediction: will it be affordable? Now let's talk about pricing. With global supply chain issues, inflation, and market dynamics all over the place, it's difficult to pinpoint an exact figure. However, if we look at historical trends and Canon's pricing strategy, the R7 II will likely be priced similarly to the R7 at launch, possibly in the $1,499 to $1,699 range. As the original R7 drops in price, Canon will aim to keep the R7 II competitive while still offering significant improvements. If you're looking to upgrade or buy into Canon's RF ecosystem for the first time, this new model might just be worth the wait. Who is the R7 Mark II for? If you're currently using an R7, the decision to upgrade will depend on how much you value the following: higher resolution, better autofocus, electronic shutter, performance, video enhancement, storage upgrades. However, if you're brand new to the Canon mirrorless system and want to jump into sports, wildlife, or professional-grade video work, the Canon R7 Mark II could be the perfect camera to wait for. This rumored camera is especially ideal for sports photographers need high frame rates, wildlife shooters who crop heavily, YouTube content creators looking for an all-in-one hybrid, body travel photographers seeking power in a compact form. Anticipated release date: late 2025? Based on various reports and Canon's typical product cycle, we expect the Canon EOS R7 Mark II to launch in late 2025. That said, until there's an official announcement from Canon, all of this is still speculation. But the momentum is building, and early signs point to a release window that coincides with major photography expos toward the end of the year. Final thoughts: should you wait? If you already own the R7, upgrading will depend on your specific needs. Do you require higher resolution, better rolling shutter performance, or improved video features? If the answer is yes, then the R7 II could be a fantastic next step.